Hey, it's Mark Linney with your video thought for the day. So this week, I've been talking about common human emotions. And today I want to talk about worry. Worry is all around us. I was talking to a buddy of mine named Eric recently, and we were talking about the mess going on in the Ukraine, and Eric's got a college-age son who's a history major, or maybe he's just graduated. And Eric said, yeah, my son told me, he said, Dad, World War IV will be fought with stones and sticks. It took a second to register in my brain that he's saying that if there is a World War III, then it will destroy civilization as we know it. And the things happening in the Ukraine are alarming. They are things that have the potential to start World War III. It is something that causes a number of people to worry. So I got an email yesterday from my buddy Richard, who actually is the one who suggested I start these video thoughts for the day in the first place. And next to my mom or my wife, probably listens to them more faithfully and diligently than just about anybody. But Richard sent me an email, and in the email he asked me to consider, with the ongoing conflict in the Ukraine, maybe spending a week regarding biblical verses that deal with peace. And I'd like to do that. But today, as I'm talking about worry, peace is the exact opposite of worry. Worry is when we fret, generally over things outside of our control, because those things seem to have a potential to do damage. And so we may worry about how we're going to pay bills, or we may worry about if a relationship is going to endure. We may worry about health. We may worry about the Ukraine and peace as we know it. Whatever our worry is, the biblical concept is to take that worry to God and entrust Him with it. And God replaces the worry with peace. Now, God's not some person who's got no reality and doesn't grasp what's going on and is just Pollyanna about things. God is a realist and certainly is more fully aware than you and I, not only of what's happening now, but what is to come. And God doesn't say, I'm going to spare you from bad things. What God does say is, if you walk through the dark valley or the valley of the shadow of death, Psalm 23, that He's there with us and He walks with us and He's on the other side. It's what the Apostle Paul says in Romans 8, all things work together for the good for those who love the Lord and are called according to His purpose. In other words, it's not that everything's always hunky-dory. It's that we can trust God with the consequences. And that brings a measure of peace. Hebrew peace, shalom. Shalom is not simply, gee, we're not at war, or gee, everything's peaceful, but shalom includes prosperity, wholeness, completion, satisfaction. And God gives us that in place of our worry. So my suggestion to you is, as I deal with worry today, that you take your worries to God and pray to God about them. and say, God, I need to trust you, but I'm having trouble doing it. Help me to do it. And look for God's love and look for God's faithfulness. And remember that Jesus even told his followers, I've said these things to you so that in me you might have peace. In the world you'll have tribulation, but be of good cheer because I've overcome the world. The psalmist said in Psalm 4, verse 8, in peace I will both lie down and sleep. We don't need to worry about what's going on in the world. We can be in peace because the Lord makes me dwell in safety. So take your worries to God, whatever they may be. We'll talk more about peace later, but we'll continue with our feelings this week. That's your video thought for the day.